Yes, Marissa answered. I'd rather be a gambler than a weekend. I walked in, sat down, had to leave, and violently vomited. I'm not going down that hole. I'm not. Don't even try me. Not today, Peyton. Not today. I value my precious. You're the cream. And the coffee is life. You bring cream to my life. Once a week at 1 hour.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Are you there?
No, I'm not there, Margaret. I'm not there, God. It's not Margaret. Okay, so how you doing?
I'm good. We're together. For those that are watching, it's a little weird, but we have a big green screen. Every time Marissa wants me to disappear, she moves.
I just figured it out that it's all me. So listen to this. So hold on a second. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. So I can't be held accountable for nothing because I can't see. So listen. So this week I wanted to talk about a few things.
Okay.
Okay.
You forgot?
No, I'm reading.
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
How are you? How was your week?
Gather your thoughts.
Yes. Wait, hold on.
What?
How was your day?
My day was good. You know, I had a short day, and then I got me a sandwich at Jersey Mike's, and then I went to the beach, relaxed, and then I met Hugh here.
Hugh, how was the beach?
The beach was great as always. Windows down, a bee flew on me, and just rested there for a minute. And I was
Like a fat bumblebee or the ones with the stinger?
I don't know. I don't know how to differentiate, but it was a bit annoying.
Oh.
Anyway, how was your day?
It was okay.
Friday.
Yeah. I am so today is a hot day in New York.
Like warm hot or hot girl summer?
Oh, I'm no hot girl summer. I wish I was, but no.
Hot mom summer? Hot wife summer?
One day.
HWS.
Hot woman summer?
Wife.
Oh, either way. It's a hot summer.
Okay.
I want to talk about so many things today.
As I gathered from your notes.
Yes. So one of the things I want to talk about is sloppiness.
Okay.
So Lala Anthony and Carmelo Anthony have been married for
what, 16 years?
Right? It's been a long time. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did she file for divorce before? Or she separated or something like that?
They separated and she said she was going to file, like her rep said that.
But she never did.
She never did.
Okay. Now this slot box of, okay, wait, sorry. Let me reel it in.
Yeah, for those that don't know.
Okay, so now she's officially filing for divorce, which is always a sad thing because, that's the father of her child. Of course she wants to make it work. And she tried, I guess, maybe, from what I gather. But it is alleged that he is the father of twins. Not by Lala, but by another woman. Pictured there. Wait, who's this other woman?
The first one with the hoop earrings, for those watching, is Mia. And she's alleged to be the mother of his daughter, who's like 5 now. That's the first time they broke up.
Oh my God.
And the little girl, just out of respect for kids, and I just didn't post the picture of the little girl. But, she's on Google, and you guys can Google her. And she looks like Carmelo.
So Maury Povich is not needed.
No.
So,
well, some people.
Yeah, we never know. So now the next thing is, okay, when you get a little sloppy and there's vagueness to it, do you stay? This is rhetorical. It's not to answer. It's just rhetorical. Now, what's the phrase? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, what happens when it happens again?
You sign the paperwork.
Because now it is alleged he is the father of twin boys with the woman at the bottom of this photo.
Which is crazy because, and then like the woman released text messages and apparently the children are preemies. And one of them, the name is Cash. For those of y'all that watch Power, that is the name of of Lala's son on Power.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you don't watch Power.
Are you kidding me? This
And what you call it, he's probably named after Cassius Clay. I wouldn't be surprised if his real name is Cassius, because that's Carmelo's favorite, like that's his hero, is Cassius Clay.
And then hold on. Okay. Okay.
I think we can stop sharing their photos.
Yeah, because we don't, it's irrelevant. It's the whole idea of it and the whole like the sloppiness of it all.
Right.
Like, how do you think if I was Lala, I would feel really, really just disappointed, really hurt.
Disappointed or stupid? Like the thing that this woman whose name hasn't been released, she said that Lala also has a side piece. But see, the difference is that, like, if they have an open relationship, that's them.
That's okay.
Once you start having kids, I'm like, I don't know if they agreed to have children. I doubt it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing where it's like, are you agreeing to have children outside of what's going on?
So you just don't use no protection. Like, we know about basketball players, like, like I'm not trying to blame Lala, but my thing is like, all men cheat. They either cheat on you, before you, or after you. If you're a basketball player, it's all three. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I lying?
No. But where's the lie? There is none. No, you're right.
And
You're
she got with him when he was like 19, like right after he got drafted.
Right.
So, like, did she expect him to be faithful to her his entire, like, he's a kid and then he's a basketball player?
Maybe. And then maybe they came up with an agreement. If homegirl's saying that they have, first of all, listen, you slot box, you're ruining code, because if you're having relations with someone who's married, and if that's their relationship, fine. It's not for you to discuss someone else's relationship.
Well, she said she came out. Oh yeah, she shouldn't be discussing Lala's.
No, not at all. That's got nothing to do with her. Slot box. But that's the only sloppy part of it, because I don't know the intricacies of the relationship. She has no business talking about Lala's relationship, in my opinion.
What do you think about, like, all of the, number one, the timing? Like, Lala just announced like yesterday that she was, or the day before, something like that, that she didn't announce, her reps announced that she was getting a divorce.
Because they probably wanted to get, they knew a story was coming out, of course, because they always call you to find out, like, oh, do you have a statement? Do you have this? And she's like, release it, because.
But then in the thing too, the article, it said that Lala had hired someone, or one of her friends or something, checked to see if it was true. Like, I guess she heard rumblings
That he had a baby?
Yeah, and sent one of her celebrity friends to New York or LA or something like that, wherever the woman is at, to verify that it was true.
She couldn't, wait a minute. So she was surprised? She didn't know that he had?
I think from what I'm gathering, I mean, we're talking about gossip. I mean.
Yeah. No, but the whole idea, okay, yep, yes.
But apparently, like, she needed like verification. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I guess not gonna get a private detective, use one of my celebrity friends, like, hey girl, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's true, what's not true, how that manifested itself, but it's pretty weird. And we're sorry, y'all, for people watching it, we keep coming in and out, but hey, I'm sure in like 20 years, it's gonna be like.
We're gonna be holograms in
we're gonna be
20 years.
hologram
So,
right into your living room, like, bitch, get out of here.
oh my gosh, no, we're gonna be on a network
No,
with like a crew. Yes, we are. You heard it here first.
yeah, I don't think so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna happen. But hold on a second though. Okay, so here's the thing. So she finds out, she releases a statement, she does all this stuff. What do you think Carmelo's doing right now?
Carmelo is probably like, woe is me, you know, he's probably not fucking with that girl. Like she ever thought she was gonna be wifey or something like that.
Oh, it's not happening now for sure.
Not to say that she thought that. It seems to me that she's just trying to be a mother and, you know, take care of her children, and he was just financially supportive, but it sounded like he was also emotionally supportive. Like, you're FaceTiming this woman from your bed and Lala's there, and she don't. And like celebrities and athletes, and they're different from you and me in the sense that, like, if you are FaceTiming, you, Marissa, are FaceTiming a guy from your bed, your dude's gonna be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But if you're celebrity, famous, whatever, you'd be like, oh, it's just my agent. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it could be
you don't
anything.
have a 9-to-5 job, so, and it can
Yeah.
be, this is LA time, I'm over in,
Yeah.
you could just make up anything.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for that whole situation. All them kids.
Like the son.
Yeah, how do you think that affects the relationship with the father?
If the father allows it, if the parents are like, you can't let this be, this has had nothing to do with you.
I think about,
but one thing though, like, I would be upset if it was this, the fact, like, so you keeping me from my siblings? So they don't matter? That's the only aspect. Like, what parents do, they cheat or argue? That ain't got nothing to do with the kids.
Right.
But when you start withholding family members, like you're not claiming these kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay. And so now how are these other kids gonna grow up? Like, we're not worthy enough? You ain't claim me? Damn. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. It's so, and that's the thing that I think people forget is that when you're doing things, yes, you can do things for selfish reasons, for gratification, but things don't always just affect you.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that come with maturity and time.
Right.
And, you know, you can be mature, but it also coincides with time, because those are the things that you understand as you have more time on earth.
Right.
And, you see more experiences and you see more things. Hopefully, I wish all them babies well. I wish them all health too, because apparently there's some issues going on, but I wish them all health and all a wonderful relationship with each other. And, you know, thoughts and prayers to Carmelo.
So all of them. It's a lot of lives affected.
I know. I'm trying to think of like, so my mom was divorced,
right?
And her slop box of a third husband.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He cheated on my mom.
Oh, no, but didn't have a kid.
No, he didn't have a kid, but it was still sloppy.
Yeah,
her kid's thinking that like my new dad, and it's like, excuse me, young man.
The way, like, when me and you went to Tortola, and we see him,
like something's going on.
Like, it just didn't look.
And I couldn't tell my mom, and I'm like, oh, mom, do you know that he was out last night with?
And you were like,
and he's like, yeah,
conversation, but not like
dead staring. You and I are dead staring across the bar, like.
I know, but then even our private conversation, it wasn't like fully.
We're saying things that we didn't want to say it out loud. I was like, oh.
It's like, yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
It was no like real clear conversation.
No, because I don't want no part of it.
We both knew what we both.
Yeah, we both knew. And I remember the next morning, I'm like, do you know Graham was out last night? Oh yeah. You know Alex was there too. And yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mind my own business. but he was really sloppy about
He had
it.
some good shepherd's pie though.
Oh, he sure did.
Oh, shit.
But it affected my relationship with him because
Yeah.
he expected me to still treat him with respect and, like that welcoming, embrace. And it's like, first of all, my loyalty will never lie with you. And second of all, ew, you sloppy. I remember he went to hug me one day and I was like, ew.
Like, I don't know how, like, so the situation with my family is like, my dad was never like in my home or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and he also was never in a committed relationship with my mother. So it sucks that like he kind of got married right when I was a baby, like, you know what I mean? It was like weird for my mom, like obviously I'm a baby.
Yeah.
And then even, later in life with his two sons, but I don't know, like, I guess it would be one of the situations where it's like, because I'm not affected, it's like, okay, whatever, it didn't happen to me. I still think it's messed up, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. But I feel bad for the kids that are in that situation. Like you were in that situation. So now, but you ain't gonna choose between him and your mom. That ain't your dad.
There's no competition. There's no choosing.
Mom, which bags do you want me to pack?
Which ones are we throwing off the balcony, first of all? Like,
Mom,
we
which hefty bag do we need for him? For his shit.
Yeah. Where do you want it? In the dumpster or here at the side of the doors? You can
we
pick
having
it
a
up.
bonfire today. You got marshmallows.
That's it. That's it. I remember seeing him like, because I'm the queen of like petty. I went to go like where he hangs out and I'm saying hi to all his friends and him and whatever. And she's sitting there thinking like all smiles, like I'm gonna talk to her and I'm looking at her, but I'm talking to everybody else, just looking at her. And she says something and I was like, I'm not talking to you. And everybody kind of looked at me like, and I just kept going, like, because there was like, there was literally no beat, no change in my demeanor or anything. It was like, da 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 da. I'm not talking to you. And I kept like, just, and everybody's like, it's slightly comfortable, but it's also not uncomfortable, but it's also not. So, yeah.
I mean, we wish the Mellow Lala Anthony's, the Anthony family, nothing but luck and blessings and stuff, and the kids and
health for them babies.
Carmelo will be a father to all his children, and things will work itself out.
On to the next slot box. So, okay, I want to start. I'm going to reverse this conversation.
Okay.
A-Rod.
Okay.
I am starting to really believe he probably did something stupid.
Well, wasn't it the story with the girl from Bravo?
Yes.
What was it, Below Deck or something?
Whatever. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So what? Who cares? Is all I'm saying.
Right.
But okay, and then I had spoke about this before. The new Queen of Petty, Miss JLo,
right,
and she moved on quickly with Ben Affleck. And now there's pictures out there. Hold on a second, homie, because you have said this very early on, and then all of a sudden it caught on to mainstream media. But I heard it from you first. Jennifer Lopez, hands down, without any question, makes her partners look amazing. I don't know what she puts in their water. I don't know what she ups a mofo's game. You can't at me with that. These are facts, pure facts. When she was with Ohani Noah, when she wasn't with him, ew. Chris Judd?
I should have made Chris Judd a thing of before and after. My bad.
That would have been amazing. Before Chris Judd, background dancer. Oh, dancer. After who?
Damn.
Right? And then we get we'll skip a few, and then we'll go to Ben Affleck, and you're like, well, hold up. Homeboy got his teeth did.
He's the one that she really stepped up his.
He looked polished. He looked amazing. He got his teeth capped. I don't know what he did, but he looked amazing. Then he's no longer in the picture, and it was like, oh.
Did she step up Diddy though? He seemed to be the same before and after.
I feel like they stepped each other up because
I feel like he stepped her up.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
No, yeah,
She
because
kind of like her whole personality, her whole.
He got
fashion kind of
designers-
changed.
he got designers to notice her.
He Kanye West her. Like,
Homie, he
Kanye
really-
was always
yes.
Trying to, not to say that Kim wasn't fly before,
But
it's like.
but
the
it
same
it
thing
upped
with
a
JLo.
notch.
JLo was fly before, but like the green dress.
That was all.
that-
That's
like,
Puffy.
And his attention to detail, like, okay, no,
Yeah.
come in here and fix this for her. Make
Yes.
her look right, brush her hair on her face.
Yes. It definitely it stepped up.
The care.
Yeah.
I
there-
don't think he's like one of the few ones where I feel like he's
But
the
that's-
same before and after, really.
Yeah, but all his partners, for some reason, I'll say except for Kim Porter, because Kim, you can't touch a model on her attention to detail.
Well, no, too. Is the queen of fashion, Misa Hilton. She's the reason
Yes,
why half his artists.
which is that she taught him.
Right.
Oh my God, homie!
There's always a woman.
There's always it always comes full circle,
Google
Misa.
Hilton, for y'all that don't know.
And you're welcome. No, legit, you're welcome. You're for real, you're welcome.
True fashion
But
icon.
but back to JLo.
Mhm.
Okay, so Ben Affleck,
Right.
delicious.
Okay.
They're done.
Delicious. Okay.
Girl, he looked
He looked-
fine
he looked-
together. When they were together, his suits never fit better. His teeth never looked whiter and straighter. His hair never looked more
So
luxurious.
she's got a project ahead of her right now.
Well, they're not together and you're like, oh, he drinking a lot. You know that look, that dirty backpack click, and he's just drinking a lot. They're done. Then she goes on to other people and even Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony, I never thought was good looking. And then they're together and I'm like, there's something there.
Yeah, right.
There's no, like,
now
oh.
it looks like he drinks again. Like, I don't know.
He doesn't look right. He looks
He
like
looks like.
he looks like
haggard.
Steven Tyler.
I'm
from
not gonna
Aerosmith.
Go that far, but he definitely looks like the guy
He looks
at the club that just stayed there a little too long.
yeah, he should have left 3 nights
Yeah,
ago.
and he's leaving with like a 19-year-old. It's like, you're disgusting.
Facts. Okay. So now she gets with Ben Affleck again.
Well, what about what you call
Who?
A-Rod? He was.
Oh,
But
before
what about the one
that.
she was with right before. Remember the other dancer? He was like,
Oh, not Chris Judd. Come on, what's his name?
I can't remember his name. You go ahead and talk about A-Rod.
So before A-Rod, listen, a king amongst kings in his own right, his own industry. Definitely an icon, definitely taught many people different things, but nobody looked at him like that. Gets with Jennifer Lopez. His suits never. Casper.
So go ahead.
Where is he now? Not looking as
He was on
good,
the challenge last time I saw.
but not looking as good. Oh yeah, he was on the challenge.
Okay, anyway.
But then hold on a second, right? So he's like, A-Rod, his suits never looked good. His business, like, I feel like his business tripled. That homegirl, I don't know what she does to a mofo, but he was up early, going to bed late, making sure everything, all aspects was right. He slopped out, messed up everything.
No, but now, have you seen him?
He looks boring as shit.
No, he lost, he's fit, he's not like.
Oh, but he's also an athlete, so he knows how to take care of his body.
He's not like a haggard.
No, but he
he'd
looks
be
boring
fine.
though.
Yeah.
But he looks
always
boring.
looked boring.
But next to her, he looked like all right,
But
there's
yeah,
something
but he seemed
there.
like he was leaning in further than she wanted him to.
Yeah. But you always want a dude to do that though.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's
That is the key to relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because I don't know, I don't know why I'm not in one, because I've never been more into a guy than he's been into me.
I think
When
they
I find
need
the guy that I'm more into, it's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be issues.
I don't know.
But like, if you ever, like, they always, not they, but they're older women that always say, find you a man that loves you more than you love him.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
A-Rod looked like he was loving her, but he was
Mhm.
also like his eye everywhere else.
That's the
And
problem.
then now you see he's hanging out with his ex-wife.
Yeah, stupid.
Bro.
Have fun with that one. But now that Jennifer Lopez is back with Ben Affleck, why he look good again? Why he look like he healthy? Oh, give her another week. She got a lot of work to do though.
I'm gonna share this picture.
Okay.
This before
Okay.
and after picture.
Okay.
So this is the first picture is them. It's a throwback picture of them. I guess it looks like because there's other people around them that they're probably at like a basketball game side.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
The sidelines of a basketball game.
Yeah, no, they put it courtside.
Courtside.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. And then the other one is a picture of them
At a
from
restaurant.
last week celebrating her sister's birthday.
first of all, her chin line, she hasn't aged. She just looked like she put her hair in a different style.
What do you think about both of these PDA? Like, what is wrong with her? What do you, okay, what do you, I can't. What is your thought? Like, his eyes are open. It looks like they're open on both pictures.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm in love. And he's like,
Well,
that's
that's
gonna give.
well, here's the thing though. That's the thing that's so captivating about her. I think to gentlemen, you feel like this woman is all about me, all about me, all about me. And then the moment you get a little too comfortable, she lets you know that she's not.
Right.
And that's the thing that they're like, oh, wait a minute, hold up.
And she's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole line of gentlemen. I mean, she gets back with Ben Affleck and Puffy's posting throwback pictures of her.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, girl?
Because that's the whole thing. She pulls back just enough where you're like, all right, I haven't lost her just yet, but I better step it up.
Right.
She knows exactly what she's doing. She's good at it too.
But is it, what do you think about, like, what does this say about her personality? To me, it's like, she's the type of person that can never be by herself. Like, she goes from one relationship to the next.
Yeah.
And I feel sad for women like that are just like take some time. Like, why are you rushing into something?
I know.
What are your thoughts?
I am that person. So I don't like, oh, well.
What's the longest you've been single once you started dating?
I'm not sure. I've been married for so long that I don't even know.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, I can concur with you.
My previous statement.
We'll move on because you are a married woman. And you might have some friends and family watching. You don't need any reporters going back to the homestead. On that note,
Homestead's good though. Please.
No, but you still need people.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
that's good or not. You know, it was all good with JLo and A-Rod too,
until it wasn't.
Small folks start reporting like, hey, he's chatting with Bravo girl. You know what I mean? And it could have been innocent, but all it takes is one person to be like, put the seed of doubt.
That's the whole thing. Have you ever met someone who puts the seeds of doubt in others?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's like a mustard size, a little.
It's all good until it's about you. Like he hauled like, ain't that?
And then you're like, wait, what?
And I'm like, wait,
what
she said about me? All of a sudden, the narrative changed. You was all fine when she was saying everything about everyone else.
Wait, what?
As soon as it becomes about you, then it's
she's
like,
a liar.
Right. She don't know me. I don't know her. It's a different story. So you got to be careful of who you tell your shit to.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But what's so funny? It's like, so like back to the whole like Jennifer Lopez thing, like, I was that girl, but I also know that girl before me, talking about me, had a high level of insecurity because while I not that I had pressure to get married or be in a relationship, I did not have a solid foundation as far as like, I didn't feel solid, like growing up, like my parents weren't together, but that's not why. I just like, it was their lack of helping me understand how they could love me because they love me with everything that they had.
Right.
But when you're a kid, you don't look at it that way. You only look at, you don't give me enough. But they're giving you everything that they have. It's just not enough for you.
Right.
So until you understand that, when you're able to look at the situation to say, my mom and my dad gave me everything that they could give me. It just at the moment for me wasn't enough. And it's not a them thing. It was a me thing. So when you're in that opposite where like, you're not giving me enough, I know you're capable of it. Everybody is not. And that's okay.
Right.
But when you're in that seesaw of the whole, like, I just didn't have that. So I couldn't be alone. I didn't want to be alone. I kept looking for like a home, so to speak.
Right.
And until you're there for yourself, you know, I just kept, you know, relationship, maybe 3 weeks by myself, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. I don't even remember, but that's just what it was. And, you know,
I think the thing with Jennifer Lopez, I feel like I don't know her life, but the time between not Casper, yeah, Casper, he's the one right before A-Rod.
yeah,
That was a pretty long stint.
it was for her. Yeah, for her it was.
But I remember she appeared on Wendy Williams a couple times, and she seemed so sad by
Yeah,
herself. You know what I mean? She just
Yeah.
seemed very, like, she was jovial, and she got in the hot seat and she made jokes and stuff like that.
yeah,
But she seemed like very sad.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then she got with A-Rod, and it was like she keep things too close, because the first picture people posted was her, A-Rod, and Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
And then remember soon after that, there was like a global citizen something, and Mark Anthony and Puffy were on the same stage. Remember this?
Yes.
It was just like, what is going on? Now, Ben Affleck, he ain't in any of those circles.
No, no,
So,
but
well,
he's,
A-Rod really wasn't either, but
no, but he's a celebrity amongst celebrities because he's an athlete. So he's not a peer.
mhm.
So yeah, he's like in those circles, but he's not. He's famous for famous people.
Do you think that they were conversing this whole time?
Her and Ben.
Yeah. You know what makes me think that they were? Because he did an interview a few months ago
Mm-hmm.
before they got together, and he was like defending her about the racism. He's like, when I dated her, he was like, it was just horrible, and I just, in hindsight, it's like, he's like, it was just cruel. He's like, the things that people were saying, and
So the thing about Jennifer,
I don't know if that endeared her to him, but she was like, oh,
yeah,
he gets it.
the thing about Jennifer is that, and I say this because like I know I'm pointing a finger, but I have like 5 more pointing back at me,
Mhm.
however that phrase goes. The thing about her is that even though she's in a relationship, she's done.
Right.
She's single. So I think she entertained conversation as an overlap. And I think that they had run into each other and had a nice conversation.
Right.
And she still had his number and sent him a text and a quick little afternoon as she's running to
Even if she
CVS.
didn't have his number, she didn't know his people.
She can get it. You know,
She could get
she
it.
could get it all right. So I
That's what she
think,
said.
so I think she entertained his conversation while she was done, but still dating A-Rod. Because, you know, you can't just like, they integrated their life and you can't just, it's, even though they weren't married, they had an integrated life. So you can't just like, on Tuesday, everything is dissolved.
Right.
You know, she had to get her business affairs in order because they did have things together because she was planning to be together.
Right.
Not only that, these are kids. And I think her as a family person,
Mhm.
I think that she began to have these conversations with the girls to not to say like, your daddy ain't shit, but it's one of those like, as she's stepping out.
You can call me anytime you want. You need
Yep.
anything. What do you think about her? We're spending an inordinate amount of time on JLo, but it's interesting, whatever. What do you think about her, like, wanting to move her kids now to the West Coast?
Well, where does Mark live?
Miami, I believe.
Mark don't give a shit. He got like 40 kids.
But it's not about him.
No, I know. About her moving to,
They're young.
they're 11, right?
That's young to me.
That is young. But my next question is, she probably don't want to run. She's not looking to run into A-Rod at Whole Foods. She's done with him. She's completely
But
done.
You're gonna, like, the optics looks horrible. Like, you're gonna move all the way over there for a possible.
But it could not be as well because remember, isn't Emmy starting to go into entertainment now?
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I know nothing about her kids.
I thought that she was going to
Other
start.
than that they look like Mark Anthony
Yeah.
and
Sorry to that
Linda.
man. Sorry to that man. They're cute.
They're cute. Makeup, shoot, forget it. You don't look at Kylie. That's all
First
you
of all,
need to
your
say.
mom is JLo. She'll style you fine.
good.
You'll be all right.
Just get Misa Hilton.
That's it. And a Kylie lip kit.
You-
Just overline your lips.
But
Remember
I
the
just feel
storyline
like
that they
with
used to
them
say
moving
before?
To LA, it's like they're gonna lose a lot of the culture, that Miami culture, Latin culture. Now you're gonna go to Hollywood, where it's like the temptations that seems to await like kids of celebrities.
Oh, I hope not.
You're gonna like, are you gonna become Amelia? What's her name?
Bedelia?
Hamlin.
Who's that? Harry
Scott-
Hamlin's daughter?
Yeah,
Wait, what happened to Amelia Hamlin? What's going on? What do I know? What I don't know?
she's dating Scott Disick.
Oh my God.
You are everything Kardashian. You didn't know that? She's 19. I think she just turned 20. He's 39. Ew. Ooh. So like, and Andy Cohen said this will be addressed on the show. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot to be addressed on the Housewives. How are you not watching Beverly Hills Housewives? We got Erica Jane and we got Lisa Rinna. That right there is enough
Enough.
to satiate our appetites.
Yes. No. So here's the thing. Okay, hold on. Wait. So a 19-year-old and a 39-year-old.
She was, yeah, she's 20 now.
But I wonder,
She can't drink. And he's,
but that's a very big age difference, and he comes with baggage.
baggage, a ex-girlfriend that he never wiped up, and children.
That's the whole thing. And thank you for clarifying that, because baggage is not so much kids.
Right. Why you made a face like that?
But there's things like, she's 20. She don't need to be nobody's stepmom. She ain't looking to do carpool.
Well, what you call Sophia Richie was out. She was
Oh my
like,
Lord.
I think Sophia Richie from The Reports, The Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Jasmine brand, report, reputable news sites, that she wanted to be married.
Really? I think you look at that and think that you can do it, but the work that it takes to do all that, I think that's where it starts to get murky, because you see parts of it. You don't see the intricacies of it all.
I think it's easy for Travis Barker, who is Kourtney Kardashian's boyfriend, to be a stepfather to them kids than it would be for a stepmother to step in to be a stepmother. Because Kourtney Kardashian is so hands-on, whereas Scott doesn't seem as hands-on. I mean, I'm sure he is, but like, it's something about when there's a couple and it's, we'll just say a man and woman, just for argument's sake, and the children live with the woman.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, but Travis Barker, doesn't he have custodial custody of his kids? They don't really see Shayna, their mom.
they're like older now. They're like, aren't they like 19 or something like that?
I thought it was like 16
Oh, is
and
it? Okay.
13, 15,
Okay,
something like
so
that.
yeah, they're still young.
But my next question is though, so here's the thing though. Scott Disick, when I say he has baggage, he has a very close relationship with not only his,
Drugs?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that too. He has a very close relationship with the mother of his children, as he should.
Right.
They do co-parent, and they've said they co-parent very well.
And they make a lot of money.
But her family,
Whose family?
Courtney's family,
What about them?
he's ingratiated into that whole family. Whenever they talk about family, it's always includes Scott.
Like, he's so far in the family that if they had a vote, who would be keeping Courtney or Scott, they would
There-
actually vote.
Yeah, there's Scott.
There's a possibility that he might get voted to.
No, he'll definitely get a vote or two. She might be out because she be pissing people
Any given
off.
Sunday, it's like.
Kim might be like, you know what? You're not that interesting to look at.
And Chloe's like, well, Scott's my best friend.
Mhm.
So, there you
So,
go.
and then, Chris.
Chris is like,
I love
"Who's
her.
who's gonna make me money on Hulu?
I love You know what, Scott, you'll actually be on camera. Courtney, you might not show up.
Right.
So Scott, you have my vote.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I love that family.
It's crazy.
I don't want to be part of them though.
No.
But
And don't at us. Don't go in the comments talking about we haters and we jealous and we want to be down and we have no life. This is what you do on a podcast. 45 minutes of our life. We get to escape our own lives and talk about the lives of the weird.
and I'm a huge Kardashian fan, so
So just save your hate for someone else. Save it. Shout out to friends.
I didn't know you were gonna do that too. Oh my God. Okay, I'm here on my last train of thought. Juneteenth.
Is this your, yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Marissa's musings.
Don't forget to change the background.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
Oh. So
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that one more. No, I don't need to do it one more time. Go ahead.
So Juneteenth has now been recognized as a federal holiday. And there have been thoughts about should it be, shouldn't be, should it not be? What about D-Day? What about this? What about that? You made this post and I kind of want to, oh man, why didn't I tell you before? I wish it was the background. You made a
Yeah, I already
post.
deleted it.
Oh, you deleted it from,
No, from my pictures.
oh, okay.
I can't share it.
So, we'll share it on social media
Yeah.
about Republican senators who voted against recognizing Juneteenth. Now, I'm not going to go into the history of it. You know what it is. If you don't want to celebrate, by all means. If 4th of July is the only thing that you want to celebrate, by all means, I respect. Thoughts and prayers to you on your barbecue. But so you know how they always they're like, oh, you just don't want to work. You should. I'm going off on a tangent here. Let me reel it in.
This is why you're supposed to write it down.
I bet I
and be
didn't.
prepared.
But proper planning prevents poor performance, but I like to perform poorly, apparently, on this show. So if you don't recognize Juneteenth for what it is, then go to work.
Then what?
Go to work.
Oh.
How about you go to work and don't get paid for it?
Holler. Ingenuity.
Oh, but wait, you can't because you're not gonna work.
I can't even hear you.
Oh, because hold on, they won't do that because they would never go to work for free.
Right.
Okay. But I'll be celebrating, I'll be educating your children.
Are you gonna wear your Black Lives Matter shirt? Oh, you ain't got one.
Mm.
I should have bought you one.
I wear monochromatic things.
Juneteenth. Well, one day you could wear something that wasn't monochromatic.
This
with
is
a
true.
fist or, Afro Latino, something that said I'm 18% African,
Is that rude?
but.
I know that we say it here a lot in tongue in cheek with the my
It's only
18%.
rude if you don't if you're making fun of it. You're making fun of it in the sense that see, bitch. It's a joke between us, but I wouldn't recommend you go out in public,
No, I know,
at a
no.
Black Lives rally, Black Lives Matter.
With the
rally, come out
18%.
An 18%er.
God, that would be so amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. And just for the record, I'm ride or die, but there are certain instances where
You got questions and you ain't writing.
yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away right now.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
So I know we've talked about this before, and there's so much division within the minority community as far as representation and things like that. So here's a food for thought. So we can have differences of opinion by all means. You and I don't always share the same opinions. We can have discussions on that by all means.
Right.
right? You listen while I'm speaking. I stop speaking. You retort. I listen while you speak. Do you think that it is productive to anything when you say that I am whatever buffoonish mockery of a word you can think of at the moment to call me because I think differently than you?
I don't understand what you're saying.
So you know how like people who choose to celebrate, choose not to celebrate, choose to recognize, choose not to recognize, but then all of a sudden I'm a sheep because I do, or I'm a sheep because I don't?
Okay, who do I gotta knuckle up with?
I'm just curious with, Republican Senator, I should have just brought this
Oh,
up.
that
Give me a
guy, we
second.
don't, not Tom Cotton. Anyway, I feel like.
Alabama Republican Senator Mo Brooks,
What did he say?
Alabama Republican,
you
14
got
House
those, okay.
members that chose not to recognize. Oh, and
13.
yeah, but here's the thing though, so which is totally fine. You don't have to do that, but just think about your constituency and what is it. So I want the constituency to be well informed.
So yeah, continue to say what state they're from.
Alabama Republican Representative Mike Rogers, Arizona Republican Representative Andy Biggs, Arizona Republican Representative Paul Gosar, Gosar. California Republican Tom McClintock, California Republican Representative Doug LaMalfa. I like that last name. Georgia Republican Representative Andrew Clyde, Kentucky Representative Tom Massey, Montana Representative Matt Rosendale, South Carolina Republican Representative Ralph Norman, Tennessee Republican Representative Scott Desjardins,
Okay.
Texas Republican Representative Ronnie Jackson, Texas Republican Chip Roy, Wisconsin Republican Tom Tiffany. So if you feel like your government represents you and speaks for you, I applaud you. If you don't feel like they do, make sure you inform your local government so the chain goes up the ladder on how you feel you need to be represented. And I approve this message. Tamika, where can they catch us?
The Yep Yeah Yes podcast on Instagram and Twitter, the Yep Yeah podcast on Facebook, the Yep Yeah Yes podcast. I don't know, like we be everywhere. Like I usually have the spiel like coming out my mouth, but I had a train of thought. I don't know if we have a couple of minutes to address it real quick.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on damn, now I can't remember her name. She told people to just chill when it came to In the Heights, the colorism issue. She won the Oscar. Older woman, what's her name? For West Side Story?
Rita Moreno?
Yes. Did you see the interview with Rita Moreno?
She's my shero. Am I going to be disappointed?
We'll discuss it. I'll make that part of my topic next week. We'll discuss do Afro-Latinos matter in Hollywood?
And I have said this 1,000 times. Listen, when Black Americans,
we're gonna discuss it.
just let me say this, when Black Americans look to Latino community to say like, shouldn't you be riding for this? Mofo, when I tell you we don't even ride for ourselves, we're the biggest haters. We hate ourselves, we hate others, we hate everybody, we hate everything. If you're doing better than me, you got there because of nefarious things. If I'm doing better than you, I just worked hard.
To be continued. But definitely catch us everywhere. Download, subscribe, and
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
At me,
Seeing
boosh.
you home. We're gonna try to see each other a lot this summer. Do a show together.
It's gonna be a hot podcast summer.
Hot ass summer.
Podcast summer.
Oh yeah. a hot podcast summer. Oh yeah. HPS. We going with the HPS.
HPS.
Holla.
Holler.
Bye now.